My name is Bernardo Fernández. I'm Mexican. I'm a business management student in my second year, third year. And I run a restaurant in Mexico. It's called Hay Gorditas Coalas. It's mainly about, we sell Mexican fast food. It's a really typical thing from my region, and it all started like 10 years ago. One of my cousins, he started this business about like fast food in Mexico. And then like 1 year ago, I decided to get in the business like with him because he was just thinking local, and I was like, well, maybe we can start franchising or make it bigger and like global maybe. So we started with our own restaurant. Like my dad put some money, so he's like the investor, but mainly the one who's in charge it's me. Like I'm the manager. I go every day to check it. I have the financial control and all of the management like issues. I have to be aware of them, and also like be there with the people, be there with the clients, be there with everyone. So it's actually a really tough job, like kind of like it's a hard work. So well, the thing is that one day I started fighting with my dad, and I realized like I had nothing of my own. So I wanted to start like having something like I don't know how you call it, like patrimoine, like start having my own money, start having my own stuff, like my own whatever. And I decided what's better than having like a business like that will continue giving money and continue making me grow like also as a person. So well, my part of the enterprise is like just we started 1 year ago, so it's like a little restaurant, and there's three people, well, three women that are the cooks, and one that's a cashier and the server. So it's like not much people, but the thing is that they're all older than me. So it's like when we started, it was like a little shock because I had to give orders to people that I didn't know, and people that were older than me, like that they thought like, what's this kid? Why is he trying to give me orders and stuff? And then I committed that error at the beginning, but then I realized it was not giving orders. It was more like encouraging people to work, acting more as a leader than as a boss or whatever. So it was more like a team work than just trying to be in charge, because you cannot be in charge of everything without the people around you. So yeah, there's totally a difference. Like at the beginning, I was trying to be like the manager and manage people all the time and give orders and things like that. But I realized it was a mistake, so I started approaching a more leadership managing management. So I started like, instead of working to give orders, I started working like as a team, like with all the ladies, with all the workers in the restaurant. I started like encouraging them more than trying to get them to do some stuff. Like instead of giving an order, just like, okay, let's do this and let's reach this goal and let's try to get further like together, instead of just how you have to clean that or you have to cook that or you have to prepare that. It's more like, let's do this, and like as a team it's better. Well, that was a really difficult task. um, I like the first day I got there, everyone looked at me like, who's this kid and why is he trying to be like the boss and stuff like that. And then I just embraced it and started, instead of thinking of myself like the kid I was like 2 or 3 years ago, I started thinking of like, I'm in charge and I have to assume this role even if they don't accept it. Like not impose myself, but more like let them know that I'm in charge, but we're like a family, a team, or yeah, totally. The thing is that when I've always been the like the little one. Like in my family, I'm the youngest one. I'm the with my friends, I'm always the youngest one. So I've always think myself like I'm the youngest one. But then I realized I was like growing every day. I was bigger. I was like more confident about myself. And when I got to the business, I was like, okay, where am I now? Like, am I in the bottom? Am I in the top? And I realized it was not about being on top or on the bottom of anyone. It just like grow, like with you, with like grow yourself and grow like with the people around you. Like, not not try to step on someone to get higher. Instead of that, like help them get up with you. So. Yeah, the biggest one was like I learned how to ask for help, for directions. Like in Mexico, I was always trying to do stuff by my own, and as soon as I got to France or Belgium, I was like, okay, I'm alone here. What should I do? Like get help from everyone? Any time of the day, you have to ask for directions in the bus, like for directions in the city, for directions maybe in business. So I think that was the biggest issue I learned, like because I was so individualist in Mexico, and then I got here and I was like, okay, I need help from someone, like for whatever. So I think that's one of the most important. Well, it may sound a little ambitious, but my goal is like when I'm 32 or 35, I want to have five businesses. So that doesn't mean I'm gonna leave this one alone, like on the by itself. It means like I work in this one to grow it like for 3 years or 4 years, and then I'll try to open another one so I can have like different economical incomes, not just a restaurant, maybe like a cafe or a shop of stuff, maybe logistic stuff, export, import. So I I think it sounds really ambitious, but I really want to get to that point. Oh yeah, the first thing is that you have to take the leap. Like if you don't try, you will never succeed. So if you still have a economical income, like your parents or like some money you can live from instead of your business, I think your business is like it has a really high percentage of success. Like if you let it grow like for 5 years without taking money out, like just investing and investing it in the same business, I think you're meant to success. Like not don't get so too like, oh I have money now, I can spend it on whatever I want. It's more like, okay, I have money, I have to invest it so I can have more money and like grow my business instead of just spending money like in parties or in like cool stuff, or just it's better investing it in something that will give you more than just mm, spending it in whatever. Being a leader is more like important, like to be part of the group instead of just trying to be like the figure on top or trying to get people to recognize you for something, because we won't get anywhere without the people around us, like because we have to grow as a whole instead of just trying to be a leader or a dictator or a manager. It's more like, okay, I'm with my group, I have to lead them instead of just trying to be on top of them. So